Fahd has been a truck driver for many years, transporting goods between Egypt and Libya along a long and dangerous desert road, known as the Road of Death. Throughout his journeys, Fahd faced many dangers, such as sandstorms and thunderstorms, but he had never encountered anything strange or frightening until that night. One night, while Fahd was driving his truck on the Road of Death, he noticed a strange light on the horizon. As he approached the light, he discovered it was another truck parked by the roadside. Fahd stopped to check it out and got out of his truck to find a man standing next to the other truck, looking tired and exhausted. Fahd asked the man if he needed help, and the man replied that he had been stranded in the desert for hours and that his truck had broken down. Fahd offered to help him, loading him into his truck and heading toward the nearest city. During the journey, the man began to talk to Fahd about the Road of Death. He warned Fahd about the dangers of the road, saying he had heard many stories about people who had disappeared on this road and were never found. Fahd did not take the man's words seriously, thinking they were just superstitions. At midnight, while Fahd was driving the truck, something strange happened. Suddenly, all the truck's lights went out, and the engine stopped working. Fahd tried to restart the engine, but he was unsuccessful. The darkness was thick, and he could see nothing. Fahd felt fear creeping in and began to think about the man's words regarding the Road of Death. He also remembered the strange light he had seen on the horizon, and felt that something unusual was happening. Suddenly, Fahd heard a strange sound coming from outside the truck. He stepped out to discover a mysterious entity standing before him. The entity was tall, with glowing red eyes, and an extremely frightening appearance. Fahd tried to escape from the entity, but he couldn't. The entity grabbed Fahd by the hand and began to pull him toward the desert. Fahd felt terror, thinking he was going to die. In that moment, Fahd remembered a verse from the Holy Quran. He recited the verse aloud, and suddenly the mysterious entity vanished. Fahd fell to the ground from sheer fear, but he was alive. Fahd managed to restart his truck and continued on his way until he reached the nearest city. He told people what had happened to him, but no one believed his story. After that, Fahd decided to stop working as a truck driver and began looking for another job. He did not want to return to the Road of Death again, fearing he might encounter the mysterious entity once more.